For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished. And you should all run. Malthael. Brother, why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
Screams draw me to the city of Westmarch, where angels slaughter helpless people in the streets. Who sent these reapers, and why? I will learn the answers, but first, I will end this massacre, and teach them to fear the Crusade.
Send me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
People are dying in that city, lad. I will not abandon them.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tell Tyrael I will meet him in Westmarch. Go!
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until his flesh had dissolved to nothing, and only his armor-clad skeleton remained, his jaw unhinged. Blue mist swirled around his bones, coalescing into new flesh. When at last I cut him down, the phantasmal flesh exploded, leaving only a pile of armor behind.
Damn it, the gates! We must get inside this city and stop the killing.
This Reaper wields a dangerous sword. Its shield, with its rows of razor-sharp spikes, poses the greater threat. With a single thrust, it can open a man from waist to throat. That shield was not made for protection. It was made to cripple, maim, and kill.
Don't go out into the streets! It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
And there are no survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait, you're the Crusader who saved Bastion's Keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
I will. I swear it.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No! No!
With demon blood must die.
Demon blood? Those were innocent people.
The shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was blackness. It gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it. The Revenant Shield Guards were once the personal guard of King Justinian IV. Appointed to the position for bravery and skill at arms, they accompanied the king at all times, resplendent in their ornate armor, wrought by the finest craftsmen in Westmarch. But most spectacular were their shields, which they unerringly employed in the protection of their king.
Not enough wrath. The wrath is low.
We found you.
Tyrael, why are Malthael's armies attacking Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
But we are descended from demons and angels. When Malthael looks at us, he sees demons.
Church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's Bane! This is worse than I feared!
What is that?
Never your soul.
Require more wrath.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
Let's end this madness. Where is Malthael?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
But why does he want the stone? Is there any way to find out?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you study the sliver, while I save this city from the Reapers. General Torian, what was that Death Maiden doing in the cathedral?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Then I will destroy these crucibles and cut off Malthael's supply of troops. I've heard of the Horodrim, but I thought they were long gone.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
The Soul Crucibles turn the dead into Reapers?
Sadly, yes.
The Death Maidens look like angels.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness. Malthael, my brother, he was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How did it happen?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Well, however he came to his madness, he's got to be put down. Death is meant to free our souls, not devour them. This sliver of the Black Soul Stone will reveal Malthael's plan to you?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Trust in Ekaret.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
What's that noise?
Is there anything on your mind, Hadrig?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
Yes.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either.
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
She saved my brother at Bastion's Keep.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Cormac, you seem troubled.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
An honorable man who dedicated himself to a cause he believed righteous.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order and prove your conviction.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Each day, I feel the weight of every Crusader who has borne my name. So I think I understand your burden.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know why your sisters died. That is why they stay with you.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirges.
You mean you're ready to tell your version of the truth?
Dirges' jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then you're finally ready to tell me if you are a god?
There was a great gem market here in Westmarch. I spend many a carefree day browsing the aisles. To think that I will never again see all those happy little stalls, those rows of jewels, and those gem cutters.
Seems so sad.
Do you know how it feels? My city destroyed. The people I knew dead.
I do. We share the same grief and the same pain.
Would you talk with me? All of this weighs heavily upon my soul.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
You did what you could.
Someone came for me, after all this time.
A cranky blacksmith named Hadrig was complaining about the noise.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Come with me. It's safe. And we've still got a little food.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. You're stuck with him now.
He is. I'm going to repay Hadrig by helping him with his work.
And I told you to stay away from my forge. To us.
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
Drink. Or 5.
Wait until we are done.
But you always take so long.
Burn in the light!
After Malthael's disappearance, the Angiris Council appointed his most loyal servant, Urzael, to find him and bring him back to the high heavens. Urzael, accompanied by the sect of maidens who were Malthael's closest followers, set out to find their absent master. They never returned.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
between Irena and Cormac.
Are you interested in her, too?
Oh, she's very sweet.
Perhaps too sweet for you.
Getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon. Much longer.
There's a survivors' enclave nearby. Get everyone over there.
He's still alive out there.
Was she dear to you?
Yes, and so was Tiana, and Joelle, and Andrea. Well, here, I'd show you how to steal a coin purse without missing a step. Enough of death by now? Maybe we should take a nice voyage to Philios when this is all over.
What? The home of the Amazons?
Well, I do like strong women, you know.
And an excrement. Another happy day on the Crusade.
You're telling me? Much, but I've never seen this place.
This seems a good place for a hideout.
Well, even thieves have standards. They're just very low. Huge! I wonder where they came from. Wait. No, I don't.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Why this is happening. It's madness!
Get your men to the Survivors' Enclave in the courtyard of the Zakharum Cathedral. Go! Did not do this. What happened here? More dead?
Death to the nobles!
What is this?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
This city is under siege. Why would you attack your own king now?
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
To steal from that place we just passed? And the one next to it. Excellent stuff there.
did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
That Death Maiden controls the Soul Crucible.
You're right about that.
I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
How could you know that?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
Get the Survivors Enclave. Not safe.
Nonsense. We're protected. And that's what experience of reckless things do to people. Let's just say, I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again. Much guilt over Leah's fate.
What do you know about Leah?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Here, we could probably save on funeral costs, right?